Was that it? Did we start?
Yeah, that was it.
That's the starting.
We're go.
This is why we are so unprofessional, because when they go action, our first thing is, did we start?
Is it camera on?
Okay.
Is that the real action?
We're doing the thing that we
We're
do.
not active.
What is this?
I'm telling you,
Is that in-game or out of game?
if any of us ever wins the lottery, we're going to have to make so many changes.
Oh god, we'll have to hire a manager who will quit after 2 weeks.
Oh, wait.
I'll do it. Sounds easy enough.
We can get Paul Manafort, because
I
he's
need-
on the
Yeah,
way
he'll
now.
quit for you.
I need to check my ticket. I bought one. I bought Powerball the other day.
Really? You
Yeah.
should never buy Fireball until he gets to $275 million.
So, are we gonna play some
Well-
Cthulhu?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so anyway, sorry.
Running camera time.
Powerball? What?
All right. So, when last we met, it was the darkest before the dawn on Monday morning. Our intrepid heroes were running about amok throughout the city of Cardiff, trying to find a way to not be executed. Oh, except for...
I haven't heard this yet.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so
Like a true comatose patient. He knows nothing of
Yes,
what we've
they-
done.
I was actually not here.
Yes.
so Bert and I were frolicking through the city, getting
Hand in hand.
poison needles thrown at us from inside
Yeah,
moving
my
vehicles.
best
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Random
So it
strangers.
appears that there are
Terrifying.
stereotypical Egyptian assassins on the
Okay.
streets of Cardiff right now. At least they are dark-skinned individuals wearing headgear that would suggest that they're 1920s Egyptian folk.
Okay.
Whether or not that is exactly the case, or if they are simply trying to lead you astray with exquisite costuming, is unclear. However, in the meantime, our heroes have all decided that the best way to stay alive is, number one, to get together, because the Madame Azel had a vision where those of you who were all present at the death of the Lady Philomena discovered that you were all targeted for death. Or at least that's what Azel's vision tells her.
Yes.
That's what the poison needles tell me.
That's what
Also,
the,
the
witch
evidence-
says.
And the assassin that came
The heart of
after
the
me.
cards.
Oh yes, the actual killing about some of them has also led you to believe that maybe that vision has some credence to it.
Yeah, that would help.
Yes. So, interestingly enough, nobody's really quite aware of why you're in the hospital and in a coma, because there's hasn't been a lot of details forthcoming, because they've just been running amok throughout the city.
No, I mean, I just followed the ambulance. I actually get to see what's in
Was
your house.
my wife's evisceration in the news?
It hasn't been the next day yet.
Oh.
They've been running around in the streets.
Yeah, it's very long day.
All night.
Yeah.
It's
Basically,
like
Art-
5 in the morning right now.
Art tried to hook up with you. Remember, you and Art
Yes.
met, and he was going to come to your place,
And he
And then he
stabbed me
saw
with something
you-
that might be adrenaline.
and then he saw you being
No, it was
carted away.
definitely adrenaline.
So he went back to his hideout where he was promptly attacked.
Mhm.
And so he said, "Oh my gosh, I gotta go check out what's going on." And so he goes and finds Bert, who is fast asleep because he and his wife are not the night owls that you would think that they would be. And he said, "Bert, they're about to kill us. We better go now." And Bert goes, "I do not want to, but I will." And his wife goes, "All right, I do not want to, but I will."
But this is
And-
only after needles fly through
Yes,
the window.
yeah, oh yes, that's right.
And
Someone
almost
tried-
kill us.
Yes, blowgun dart needles came in the window, which kind of gave him the idea. And then, unfortunately, Bert was
Poisoned.
nicked by one of these needles.
Uh-oh.
And so he had to ask someone he trusted to suck the poison out of his neck.
Like a
he-
stranger.
He had,
Yeah,
to choose
just
It was
between,
me.
he had to choose between Art and his wife, and he decided, she does not want to, so you will.
She was tired. I can't blame her.
It's true. Luckily, it was semi-effective and not too intimate. And so Bert feels a lot better now, although he still has an
As
itchy...
is most things in Bertrand's life.
Their marriage has not been passionate for a very long time. It's like,
But it's only semi-effective.
It's the American way.
you missed the great thing where he shared like the movie that his characters are based on as like this great French film that's just
Yes.
completely like
Have you ever seen Breathless?
they're just
No, I
head
It's
inside.
like two. Yeah.
So anyway, so they decide that the best way to handle this is to go back to the scene of the crime. So Art gets everyone together, and they rush off to the Lady Philomena's house, only to discover that her daughter and son-in-law have returned to London with the treasures.
Oh.
And so they barge in and go, we are respectable people. You are respectable people. You would not turn us out into the night in the middle of 3 a.m., would you? And unfortunately, the butler is like, this is highly irregular, but I am a butler, and the rules of British butling says that I have to acquiesce.
I must
to
buttle.
these unreasonable requests from people.
And it was also the fact that we had Arthur Gray with us.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was
important
actually
factor.
impressed.
So
by
you
that.
synced up with Bert, and then you found the rest of them somewhere?
Yeah, well, Bert,
I
you-
found him in the church, and
Okay.
then
Yeah, we came to the
And then
church.
you know where to find...
and
Yeah.
I was like, I know where the
He's a
witches are.
stalker.
Okay.
So I
So, yeah,
brought
we
him
went
to Arthur here. No, not Arthur. Alexander here, because he was near them.
He lives down the hall.
And I
yeah.
and I told Peter
The coven.
to pack it in and do not mess with the witch.
I have my eyes on
So we
you.
have
One hex,
a sort of thing
one step
until
through my
Yeah, keep it
So
circle
I
of
text
salt.
you.
keep it arm's length at all times.
How do you keep that around you all the time? That's circle
You
of
gotta
salt.
constantly apply.
You have like a
that.
little
goodness.
rail on
all the
suspenders.
time.
Did you miss the Ouija board?
No, I was there for that.
No,
so
That's
so
not
they
a bad idea.
they
That's
force
good.
their way into the
Fireplace.
Herbert mansion, where they basically insist that the butler bring them like wine and cheeses and stuff like that, because
He
that's
did.
what happens when you show up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yes.
We're hungry.
And then they begin to ransack the room where the body was found. Well, not ransack, but
Okay,
there
not
was definitely
ransack.
some like taking everything out of the fireplace and throwing it onto the carpet.
No,
Yes.
and pushed it off of the little like standee, so it was
And
on
made
the
a
side
big
of the
mess.
fireplace.
It was a
I moved it
huge
back.
mess. Like there's like
I had
ashes
to
Ash
see-
everywhere.
Yeah.
We had to get to the scrap of clue in the back of the fireplace.
Oh.
and we found
Which
a witch
turned
book.
out
Well,
to
anything
be
for a clue.
I wrote it in my notebook.
A hex bag.
And I'm pretty
No, the
the
remains of
potpourri.
Yeah, it was
Did we
a
already know
remains of
about that?
potpourri.
Yes,
Basically,
but it was thrown into the fire.
Someone was trying to hide it.
Well, see, we didn't
found
know.
a
We didn't know what it
spooky
was
book.
till I got
We
it
found
out.
a witch book.
And Tristan's dead,
Tristan's
right?
super dead.
The handsy dude.
Totally
Super
did.
dead.
He's
Is,
been dead.
is Nigel Oakenfourth
Oh,
dead?
that's what
No,
we think.
he's not here.
Nope,
We should
we
get him
don't
here.
know where
they
he
decided
is.
not to
Get
gut
in
him.
here.
Okay.
He's like somewhere off, almost being killed, possibly, and it's like we're gonna include everyone, but not Nigel. He's old and ugly.
I actually
That's
like
scary.
only.
He's
I don't- also
you,
rich.
you just mentioned him now, and I completely forgot about him.
Okay.
No, I don't think that we would have known where to find him, would we?
It's true. We followed a path of who knows who. So I know where he lives.
We forgot
He knows
about
where
Thomas.
Peter is.
You know
Peter
who
knows Alex.
knows where
We
Nigel
were in such
Oakenfourth
a, we were in such
This
a
guy.
hurry.
Coleman.
Yeah, you also forgot like the man who like loves him so much and like
Oh.
Yeah.
see,
Well,
all these
poor
NPCs
Thomas. Sucks for
left,
him.
left
Poor
to,
Thomas.
left to be killed by the coven. Not the
yeah,
coven,
this is
but-
why does
Why
Thomas
didn't
Cat
you,
just, like,
uh,
backed out?
You know where
Not
Thomas
where to
lives.
kill
Why didn't you bring him
Yeah.
along?
No, I was.
They don't
I was,
live together.
Alexander was too.
You know where he
wrapped
lives,
up.
though.
Yeah, but by that time we were already. We had a clear route, and we were possibly pursued by dart throwing assassins of some
And
sort.
He was caught up in the
There's no more
And
room
then
in
he
the
saw
car.
it.
There's no more room in the car.
Also,
That may be
we
also
can't take
depending
it.
on how you feel about it,
That
you
car was
might be a little.
Yeah.
You might find it a little awkward about how Thomas likes you so much. Like, I mean, I don't know how you want to play that out, but
I think Alexander is mostly unaware, and the part of him that is aware is kind of leveraging it.
okay, because when Thomas gets drunk, he can be a little handsy, and so it's like,
Leveraging.
Can't we all?
all right, fair enough. So
He's an up and coming capitalist.
It is true.
Sacrifices have to be made.
yeah, it's true. That was actually something that came up in the Sensei episode I just finished.
Okay.
It's like, would you suck a cock for this bag of diamonds? And one of the guys goes, yes, sir, I think I would. It's like, no, that's the wrong answer. It's like, it's a bag of diamonds.
It's a bag of diamonds.
Hilarious scene. Anyway, so they're in there and they find a book on witchcraft, amazingly enough, because it turns out that if everybody rolls enough dice, one of them will succeed.
Okay.
That's how it's supposed to work.
About time.
So-
That's why you need so many people
Roll
to
some
live,
dice.
so that you can roll enough dice
Yeah.
Yes.
to do
And that's why it
anything.
gets harder as people die. Because you have less dice to roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've discovered the secret of the game.
Okay.
So anyway, so
So
they
it's so
find a
hard to
book
do
of
anything.
witchcraft, which affirms the Good Father's theory that this is witchcraft, because it
Oh
turns out that
my God,
there's
he won't
exactly
shut
a
up about
page
it.
that describes things called hex bags, which witches use to put curses on people, and they look just like bags of
Defend
potpourri,
themselves.
or to defend themselves, depending on how powerful the witches are. And in the picture that is depicted in the witchcraft book, it turns out that the hexbag image is exactly one of a desiccated body that's been cursed by a hexbag. So it looks very, very
Oh,
much like
I didn't
the scene of the
remember
crime.
The scene, the crime of the scene.
After they discovered this book, the Nigel, the butler, shows up and realizes that they have decided to like throw like burning embers and ash all over the carpet, and it's super frustrated with that.
Okay, go on.
Have you ever tried to keep ash in one space when like it
Doesn't happen.
It's like there's like it's like
Yeah,
this rolling
it's just
volcano
floating.
cloud. Like, so he's very unhappy.
This was
But
not a
luckily,
small fire
now that
outside.
you guys have kind of like calmed down from the whole discovery of actual witchcraft having killed the Lady Philomena, the adrenaline is starting to wear off a little bit, and you're feeling a little bit tired. Which makes Nigel super happy because since it's super early in the morning and nobody seems to want to go home, in
That's
the
right,
awkward
he did
silence,
mention
he
it.
offers them rooms. Like, would you like to stay the night? And it's like, yes, of course we would. It's like, oh.
About
So,
time you asked.
so at around 4:30, just like within 30, 35, 40 minutes of sunrise, they are escorted to the northern wing of the house where rooms are prepared. You and your wife have a room of your own. It's got a queen-size bed. The Lady Azel has her own room. It turns out it's the room you normally stay in occasionally when the Lady Philomena
Perfect.
comes over. It's not great, but at least it's familiar and it's for women. So it's like there are things there that you might have left behind or you're familiar with. So you kind of know your way around. Then there are two other rooms.
Well,
And Nigel just gestures at them and says, "There you are then." And he kind of just walks away.
I have no shame in sharing a room.
I'm a
Cool, I go into my room.
little
And close the door.
Father, you know, I feel much reassured at the thought that there might be witches prowling about with someone of
Odd or
your skills.
I'll be sure
odd.
to.
Your room has a
witch-proof
queen-size
our
bed.
room.
Excellent.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Your room has two twin-size beds.
Ah, perfect.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Okay, I will witch-proof
Could've
the room
randomly
with
gotten
some
the-
salt on the entryways, a couple of grasses. We'll throw some garlic in there just in case it's like a witch vampire.
Oh my
We
god.
still can't rule out
Oh,
the
this is all in your
vampire.
bag. Okay, I was
Yes.
like, where are you getting this salt from?
I
It's
have
just
my
like
bag.
shovels
There's a
it on
giant
the
bag of
couch.
So
salt.
the layout of that wing of the house, is it that we're all in rooms in like the same stretch of hallway, or
Yeah,
is it
so
kind
there's
of
there
Also,
basically
salt
there are
is
two rooms like this.
really
Okay,
bad
okay.
for painting
Yeah.
window seals and stuff.
is
So
there
Azel
salt's really
has
bad
the
for
right
everything.
corner room.
Everything.
You have the one right in before it, and then
We're hunting witches.
they have
Yeah.
Is there-
Says
We're
hunting
says
witches. One
the
is
witch.
funny.
is there
who
any
not
other
wants
doors?
salt
Like is there like a door at the end of the hall?
Cross.
No.
They're
Okay.
really
That's just a
bad.
wall.
Okay.
You're pretty sure on the other side of that wall is the outside.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a mansion, but it's not like a giant castle or anything like that. So it's big, but it's not like ridiculous.
It's not Castle Bristol.
It's not Castle Bristolian, that's for sure. Like, it's like, for example, the downstairs has a kitchen that's actually a regular kitchen that you go in. It's 1920. You know, it's not like this is.
There's no Red Bull there.
No, geez.
No, Red Bull has not yet.
It's
been
not a
invented.
cauldron.
You might be able to find some cocaine-laced beverages in the refrigerator.
That
Most
was
Excellent.
Well, they knew about caffeine too.
Yes, caffeine and cocaine-laced beverages.
Yes.
They sound like the same.
In fact, there are probably radio commercials about how like a little spot of cocaine per day will keep the bugs away.
So
Keep it
there's the
healthy.
witch.
Keep everything.
There's the witch.
Oh,
Keep your heart beating.
Just says
with
witch
blood.
book.
Depending on what you want.
That's the witch.
Witch book.
So, except for Azel's room,
The
the rest of your rooms are kind of like slapdash put together. Like it's like, oh, they're like the bedding is kind of like just sitting there. Some of it is a little dusty, like no one's been on them for a while. They've laid out like a
It's like
random
if I
pile
drew
of
a picture of the
towels
Bible and
that
said
may or may not be
priest
slightly
book.
mismatched.
Perhaps we should check under the beds.
Ah, brilliant! That is one of the main hiding places.
Witch.
Of witches.
Oh, that's right. Hex bags. We gotta
Oh.
search for hex bags.
my God.
Witches under the no hex bags. Father. Yes, hex bags under the bed.
bags
The first thing-
Not witches.
The first thing you realize is that There is nothing under your beds.
Good.
There's
But it is also
witches.
very clear that this wing of the house is not kept up as much as the rest of the house.
Okay.
Like there's a very clear line of demarcation
1987.
where the dusting was like not
1987.
done as thoroughly between the floor and the underside of the bed. It's like clearly, unlike the lived-in spaces, they don't like go in there and like vacuum under or move the bed or things like that. They're like,
Yeah,
It's
they,
alright.
they phoned it in.
yeah, they phoned this one in.
Okay, but
How
there's
However, you
just
want to search for
anyway.
hex bags, that'll take a while. There's a lot of nooks and
Take all
crannies
morning.
and
I'm not gonna. I can't take any risks.
all right.
Aren't you like super tired?
This fuels
Yeah.
me
Okay.
I think the
This
father
has
has
been my
handled-
dream.
I will go to sleep.
to
All right.
find a
Okay.
hex bag.
I am
So,
out the moment I lie down.
I'm in my room. I go to the window. I want to see what I can see from. Well, is there a window?
Yeah.
I want to see what I can see from the window.
You can see right to the front of the house.
Right?
Ooh,
I mean, you're just on the
good.
second floor north wing of the house. It's a house. It's not like a gigantic manse. So, like, as you look out, you can see like where the fountain in the front is, and a little driveway, and the car that belongs to the church. So, yeah, just left out there.
Is
Mhm.
is the window painted shut or does it have a latch?
It has a latch, and you can easily open it. Single
Well,
pane glass.
I'm not trying to open it. I'm gonna just ensure that it's closed,
It is closed.
and then I'm going to draw blinds closed. And
you can draw the curtains.
curtains. Oh yeah,
I'm
blind.
going to.
It's like one of those weird things you can tell where somebody lives by how they say things.
Yes.
It's like, you blinds, not curtains. Yeah.
You can draw the curtains.
And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
Your wife is already there.
She's fast as.
All right. Do I need to do a spot
You
hidden
need
check?
to make. Well, first of all, Azel, are you going right to bed?
You need to make a
No,
listen
I'm
check.
going to see if there's anything odd or different, or if I had left anything here.
Okay, then you both should make the spot hidden checks.
Damn it. Fail 49 over 36.
Okay, that is a 30, so that is a over 60, so it's a 50. Yes,
So you were successful?
I was successful.
So, about half an hour later, you can still hear like rattling and bumping around as the father is searching through the room. It's like, you feel like that at this point, it's unclear whether or not he's going to finish before sunrise, and this is going to have a really negative effect on how comfortably you're going to sleep. You're not sure how thorough the father is, but he gives you the impression that he might be more thorough than you're willing to tolerate.
Father, I think you.
It must be here. It has to be. Where is it?
You know, I'm
Where is
a
it?
little used to sleeping next to the factories, Father, but
It turns
it's
out
been
the
a
father has
while.
discovered that the bed frame and the mattress can be removed and moved aside.
So he's removing his and like.
Yes. He also notices that the drawers can pull all the way out of like the
Under the drawers.
yeah. So
Ooh.
it turns out a lot more things in this room can be removed from their normal places than you might have realized initially. And it turns out the father is very good at this apparently.
I'm gonna reach the point where you're gonna have to stop me as I pull out my metal cross.
It's in the walls.
Okay,
It's in the
Father, I think that is enough for tonight. I don't think they could have prepared much, as we just appeared out of nowhere, and they only had several 20 minutes before to prepare the rooms, maybe
About an hour and a half.
About an hour.
hour and a half.
Not enough to be possible.
Right? Would be a little excessive for them to.
This is that great part at the end of the episode where the camera pans into the wall and there's a little gnome hiding there. Thank God. Sorry, it's like,
So
I know, it's like,
The house elves.
The
You're
borrowers.
probably right.
the Minahoonie.
But just in case,
oh.
I will sleep in a place that they don't expect me to.
The closet.
I was gonna think the floor, but
You can easily sleep on the floor now that you've
Closets.
removed the mattress and the box spring.
Yeah.
That are now sitting propped up next to the bed.
If there's a hidden swivel door in the closet, you will be put into the room they're coming from
That's
at the same
right.
time they're
And the gnome
entering.
movie, like,
And
yeah.
then
Oh, geez.
Yes,
and you will be
do.
safe. You'll swap
right.
spots. with
I
the
will
witch.
go to sleep, and I will sleep on the mattress that's on the floor, not on the
Oh,
frame.
okay, very good.
I'll get bad sleep,
Neither
but not
is
the
so
worst.
silent. I guess.
Okay.
I can tell him that
Ms. Azel, you find that the room seems to be as you left it before. You do not feel that anything untoward has been disturbed, but every time you come back, it's a little bit different. You feel like the servants have come in and like tidied up a bit.
Yeah.
So it's got that weird thing like when you stay in hotel rooms where after housekeeping has done something, and it's like, did I leave my socks there or did they touch my socks? And you're always not entirely sure, and
The
it makes you
sock
just a
knows.
little bit uncomfortable with like how they've treated your hotel room.
Yeah.
So you feel okay that you could probably cut yourself in. Also,
Okay.
the bedding on your bed is much more comfortable than bedding on their beds. Because
And I know that for
Yes.
some reason.
so it's mostly because like
Oh,
you stayed here enough, and
okay.
the lady Philomena
I'll
wanted you
be
to be
sure
very comfortable when you
To
were
rub
just
it in their
there.
faces in the morning.
Yeah, you can come wrapped in like a goose down comforter. It's like,
Aw.
hey, how did you sleep?
Yes. Okay. So then I will get some rest.
All right. So you should make an occult roll.
Oh no. Okay.
Ooh, swear it was going to be like, everyone needs to make a survive roll. It's a fun game.
There's
You guys
4 more
didn't set a
sessions. That, the survival roll is independent.
I succeed with a 1.
Yeah, straight up
Whoa.
one.
Yep,
With a
that's a
one.
one.
Yes. So
Out of
you have a very,
Outside
very
of 8.
vivid dream.